This is actually another thing I wanted to talk about. The whole, like, every time a new collection or like a remake or a port of an old game is released on new hardware, everyone's like, well, this is dumb. Why don't you just play it on Fightcade? And, I mean, I think there's a bit of truth to that. But also, I mean, I think there's an inherent good in having... there's an inherent good in having these old games easily accessible on modern platforms. Like, that is an inherent benefit, I would say. There's a whole lot of people who, look, man, it's not hard to get Fightcade set up, but it's something new. And you shouldn't underestimate the whole idea of, oh, that's a different platform, I don't want to do that. It's not hard to get Epic Game Store and Uplay and... fucking every goddamn thing, Origin, right? And good old games. It's not hard to do that. But it's one more step. It's one more thing keeping you from actually getting into it. There, like I said, never underestimate the barrier to entry that is having to use a new platform. Yeah, redundancy is nice in case Fightcade ever dies. But there's a whole lot of people who are not going to go get Fightcade. And the beauty of Fightcade is that you can go right on it and be like, hey, I can play any game I want, really, right? Like, but then also, every single time you want to play any game you want, you have to go and find the ROM for it. And if it's for a platform that needs a BIOS, you need to go find the working BIOS for it. Or you can, of course, go get the JSON down. And then you need to know about all the different emulators in Fightcade and how they deal with inputs differently. You have to make sure that your buttons are getting set up for each of them. So if someone just wants to play Breakers, and they can go onto the PSN store or Steam, where they are every day anyways, and then they can download Breakers, that's way more likely to get them into it. So I think that's an inherent boon. Like, even if it's not for you, like, there are a lot of power users who really don't give a shit about any of these releases, and that's fine. But... this is a way to get traction and to get people to pay attention to this game. It's just saying that, hey, it's on Fightcade isn't isn't as big of an answer as I think people make it out to be.